Okay, so if you want to use a stick for your check-in, you can do that. Again, using whatever strategy or group of strategies that help draw you into your body. Commence that process. If you want your eyes closed, you can do that. Just take a little time here to get focused, remove distractions, and prepare ourselves, make ourselves ready to do a little movement. And then whatever we practice here, knowing that we can do this at any time of the day, doesn't require a huge time commitment. Sometimes it's just a simple reminder, remembering. Take 2 more breaths. And if your eyes are closed, you can open them. We'll start with a step to balance. So we'll start with, and we'll work around the clock. So we'll start with the left foot staying in the center, and with the right foot, we'll step from 12 all the way to 6, keeping our bodies facing forward with each step. So we want to try and pause and hold balance with both the right and the left foot, with the right foot touching each number from 12 to 6. So why don't we go ahead and start that process now? Again, as we do this, you can decide how fast or slow you want to take your step, how large or short you want that step to be. And then when you reach 6 o'clock, you can switch feet and repeat the process again with the right foot in the center and the left foot going from 12 to 6 on the other side of the clock. And then when you finish that, just shake it loose. We'll repeat that same process again, but with each step, with both the right and the left foot, we're going to add just a little bit of a toe raise. Okay, it doesn't have to be huge, but just try to lift that heel off the ground just a little bit with each step. Okay, so again, we'll start with the left foot to the center, right foot touching the numbers. And don't rush through it. Think about the quality of your movement. Again, since we're doing that toe raise, it might be a shorter, slower step. And then when you get to 6 o'clock, you can shake it loose, and then we'll repeat it again with the left foot going to the numbers. Again, trying to think about standing tall. That 3 points of contact position on your spine. And then when you get to center again, you should shake that loose. So we're going to work on the back of the legs. We're going to take a straight leg position, pull that toe back, and with the same side arm, we're just going to do a little bit of a scoop, hinging as we do so. Come to standing and then repeat the same thing on the other side. And then alternating sides. Just feeling that stretch on the straight leg. The straighter you can keep it back, the less you'll have to hinge to feel that stretch. Let's try one more on each side. And then we can shake that off. And then back to heel toe rockers. So we're going to come up onto our toes and then pull those toes off, staying on our heels, trying to stay as straight as we can, really activating the front part of the legs to pull those toes up. Two more. And then back to the shoulders. We'll do shoulder rolls moving forward. Can start small and just gradually making them larger. Let's do one more in this direction and then we'll reverse direction. Again, if you want to start small, you can do that and make them larger. We'll do two more of these. And now with straight arms, we'll make big circles, both arms together moving forward. And thinking about what's happening with our shoulders as we make these circles. Keeping those shoulder blades on the ribs. Drawing them down. Let's do one more and then we'll reverse direction with this movement. Two more. And then shake that loose. Now we're just going to do a high knee step. Again, trying to get the knees up as high as we can without leaning back in order to do so. And then after each high knee step, we'll do step, step, and then we'll do a sit. Come to stand, step, step, and sit. And we'll repeat that process a few times. One more. Okay, we will need some handheld weights today. We're going to go through a series of movements. Each time we do it, we'll just drop one from the end of the list. We'll see how many times we get through this. So again, you can interchange the use of weights, alternating how much you're going to be using or choosing not to use them in order to just use body weight. So the first move we're going to do is it's a pivot movement. So we're moving like this. With weight in hand, we're going to keep our palms up and I'm going to extend across my body like so. Okay, so we want to keep the shoulders down, especially as we come across. We're not getting into a shrug position as we do that. Okay, so that'll be our first movement. And we'll start in 5 seconds. Decide which side you want to go to in 2, 1, and here we go. So again, think about the fluidity of the movement, not having to go too fast. You can go faster if you want, as long as you're transitioning smoothly from one side to the other. About 20 more seconds. Five more seconds. 2, 1. And if you want to, keeping weight in hand, so we'll go back to the heel toe rockers we did in the prep, but we want to just be a little bit more weighted as we do this. Start that in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. Nice and tall with the body. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And I don't think you'll need weight for the next one. We're just going to try to do a butt kick or a heel to hip. So it's this movement here. We want to keep the ankle flexed as much as we can. I use the term cocked, so we're just trying to keep that 90 degrees or whatever it is, rather than pointing our toes, okay? And then just alternating. You can adjust your foot position as you need to. We'll start in 3, 2, and 1. Just making a solid closing of that knee joint to bring the heel to the hip. Again, you don't have to go too fast. We want to think about the quality of that contraction, especially with the leg. We're not just sloppily trying to bring our heel to our hip, but we're being very intentional about that. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And we'll go with weight again here. We're going to go in a wide stance position. Alternating diagonal row up, or lawnmower, some people call that. So again, you decide how wide you want those feet to be, and we're going to pull up, leading with the elbow, moving from side to side. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Again, trying to monitor our back position as we reach to the floor. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And again, in that wide stance position, we'll do a front cross. So we're just bringing our arms across and then up. Start that in 10 seconds. Again, this is more of a hinge, so think about hinging, allowing your legs to bend to accommodate that position. In 2, 1, here we go. Trying to keep the elbows as straight as we can. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Alternating straight leg touchdown. So we're going to reach to the floor with or without weight. Trying to keep one leg straight as we reach to the floor. And think about having good balance as you do that. We don't want to go so far that we fall down. We want to keep good position with the legs. So we'll start in 5 seconds. Alternating straight leg touchdown in 2, 1. Here we go. Remain calm. Smooth transition from one side to the other. 20 more seconds. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Squat to an overhead press or an overhead reach, with or without weight. The squat can add a little bit of a floor touch if you want, so reaching to the floor and then standing to overhead reach in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Twenty more seconds. 10 left. 3, 2, and 1. And we'll finish the list with just a regular squat. So what we just did minus the overhead reach. Again, any pace you prefer as long as you're using full range of motion. And we'll start in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Halfway. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take an extended break. Get yourself a drink. We'll go through that whole list again, minus the squat that we just finished with. Starting from the beginning, going through the whole list again. We'll pick it up in 15 seconds. Pivot with underhand press or underhand reach. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. It's all about the footwork. Halfway. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Heel toe rockers, preferably with a little extra weight. We'll start in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, 2, 1. Here we go. As much of a range of motion as you can get for yourself, especially when you're pulling up those toes. Really trying to activate the front part of the legs. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Butt kicks or heel kicks, keeping that ankle cocked. We'll start in 10 seconds. Wide or narrow stance with your feet if you prefer. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. How well are we activating those hamstrings? 20 seconds left. Three, two, and one. Wide stance, alternating diagonal high pull. Starting in 10 seconds. In three, two, and one. Here we go. Twenty more seconds. Ten seconds left. Three, two, and one. Staying in that wide stance, doing that front cross. We'll start in 10 seconds. Starting in five, two, one. Here we go. Three points of contact through your spine as you hinge forward and as you come back up. Halfway. Ten more seconds. Three, two, and one. Alternating straight leg touchdown. Starting in 10 seconds. Know which foot you want to begin with and then alternate from there. In two, one, here we go. Twenty seconds left. Ten more seconds. Three, two, and one. Squat to overhead press. Then we'll take a little bit of an extra break. Starting in 5 seconds. Two, one, here we go. Again, full range of motion. Trying to make the whole movement as smooth and as fluid as you can. It's like you're picking something off the floor and raising it to a shelf overhead. Being mindful that as we press overhead, we're not shrugging the weight up. "20 seconds left. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, give yourself a break, catch a drink if you need it. So with the list, we'll drop that last one we just did. Proceed through the rest. So underhand pivot in that press position, moving side to side. We'll start in 5 seconds. Pick your direction and then move from there. 2, 1, here we go. Stay relaxed, 20 more seconds. As smooth and as fluid as you can be. Three, two, and 1. Weighted heel toe rockers. Start in 10 seconds. In 5, 2, 1, here we go. Oh. Stay relaxed, keep breathing, 20 more seconds. 10 left. 3, 2, and 1. Alternating diagonal high pull, wide stance position. We'll begin in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Twenty more seconds. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Staying in that wide stance, doing a front cross. We'll start in 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Twenty left. Three, 2, and 1. Alternating straight leg touchdown. Starting in 10 seconds. Pick your foot. Transition smoothly from side to side. In 2, 1. Here we go. Twenty seconds left. Three, 2, and 1. Guess what? It's break time already. We'll be a little faster through the list. We'll go through it again, minus that straight leg touchdown. It's like we're going faster and faster down the hill now. Underhand pivot press starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. And keep those shoulders drawn down as you extend that arm away. Keep the spine long and straight as you pivot and turn from side to side. Twenty more seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Heel toe rockers. We'll begin in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway. 15 more seconds. Three, two, and one. Butt kicks are next. Starting in 10 seconds. I think I might have forgot this the last time through. That's okay. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Again, try not to let our foot point the toe, but trying to flex that ankle as much as we can. Then bring that heel as close to our bum as possible. If you want to experiment with foot position, going wider, you can do that, or you can stay narrow. Again, any type of variety you want to try to incorporate, you're welcome to do so. 20 more seconds. Ten left. 3, 2, and 1. In a wide stance position, alternating diagonal high pull or row up. Starting in 10 seconds. Beginning in 5 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. That's it. Lead with the elbow. Elbow stays higher than your wrist and the weight that you're holding. Halfway. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Wide stance, front cross. We'll begin in 10 seconds. Starting in 5 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Catch your breath, grab a drink. Pivot with underhand press is next. We'll start in 15 seconds. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. 20 more seconds. 10 left. 3, 2, and 1. Heel toe rockers. Start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. Fifteen seconds left. Three, 2, and 1. Alternating butt kicks or heel to hip, however you want to think about that. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Wide stance, alternating diagonal high pull or row up. Start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. Twenty more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. So let's go to the floor to finish our recovery. We'll be on our backs. We'll start with our knees bent, our feet flat and together. Arms can just lay off to the side. Then we're going to allow our legs to split at the knees and just release ourselves to gravity. Thinking about our 3 points of contact as we lie on the floor. And then just being aware of our breath, taking in relaxation with every inhale and releasing tension with every exhale. And let's bring those knees together. We'll extend the right leg out and then pull the left knee gently into your chest. Just gently holding it there. Same process with the breath. Same process with your 3 points of contact on the floor, keeping the chin drawn in as we lie on the ground. And let's gently release that left leg, extend that leg straight out, and then draw the right knee in. Gently pull that one close. Continuing to hold the right knee, let's bring the left knee to the chest as well, and we'll hug both knees. And then we'll just rock our bodies side to side gently from right to left. Just massaging the back a little bit as you're able. One more time in each direction. Then keeping the knees bent, we'll let the feet make contact with the floor. Allow the arms to drop to the side, and then with both knees together, we're just going to let them drop over to the right, yielding ourselves to gravity. And then coming to center, and then gently taking the legs over to the left side, same concept, other side. Again, just the experience of releasing the gravity, yielding yourself, letting go of tension. Then bringing both knees back to center, then allowing the legs to extend straight out, and then reach overhead with a big inhale. And with a big exhale, swing those arms out to the side until they reach your hips on either side, and then pick one side, roll over to that side. Compress yourselves up and onto your feet. And we'll call this one done for today as well. Good job.